What's up guys, today I'm going to show you how to change the side indicator on your W204 C300 or C350. So we already changed the passenger side mirror indicator and it's this thing right here. It looking pretty sick. So I got this on AliExpress for less than 20 bucks. It's not the hardest thing to install, but it is slightly tricky just because since it is from AliExpress, the fitment wasn't like the best. So we had to do a little bit of, maneuvering to get it in there and some sanding. But that's the passenger side. And then over here we have the driver's side, which is the original one that came on this 2009 C350. So 2010 and beyond, I have a different style, and my plan is to change this out eventually to that style. But for now, since we have this, we're gonna change that into that. And I'm gonna get some shots later at night, but this is how it looks like from afar. And then you unlock it. To do this job, you're gonna need 4 different things. Well, technically 5. You're gonna need some electrical tape, a T10 Torx screwdriver, some scissors to cut the electrical tape, and then this little tool to get behind the side mirror to basically pry it off gently so that you don't break the tabs and stuff. And then obviously, last and not least, this is a side indicator for the driver's side. All right, so first thing you want to do, you want to cock it back. So these are the manual ones. So this car doesn't have the automatic function, unfortunately, which is why we're not going to use this green wire right here, and I'll show you why in a bit. But so what you're going to do, you want to press the outside of the side mirror, so you kind of pop it out like that, and then basically with your little pry tool, you want to go back in there and start trying to take off this glass. But you want to be very careful not to break anything. So what you're going to do, and I'm going to show it to you once I take it off. You see these little tabs? What you're trying to do is you're trying to lift these up because they're mounted like right here. So what you want to do is this point and this, and where it fits right here, they're separated, and then work your way. I found it easier to do this side first and then do the bottom, and then it kind of just like shimmies on out. You never want to apply too much force, because if you do, you're going to break off these tabs. So you always want to be super careful. This one has these 2 metal bits right here, and then yeah, it's super dirty. Now the next step, after you have the mirror off, you want to you have 3 T10 Torx screws right here that you want to remove. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Now that you've taken out the 3 T10 Torx screws, now you want to take this off gently. So there's 3 tabs holding it together, one here, and one here. I've already got these 2 off, like so. Yeah, and you want to pull it away from you. I mean, you want to pull it towards you. And I'm choosing not to remove the mirror, so I'm going to fit it in there. There we go. Toss that inside. Now what you want to do to remove the housing, so there's these 2 tabs right here. You want to press in and lift up at the same time. And it's caught on right here also. So there you go. So this is a little point right here. Want to make sure like you don't break that. You want to pull that away also. So it's these 3 tabs right here, these 2, and this one right here, and then I think there's one more holding it together. So you just kind of want to like jiggle it until it releases. There you go. And then the bottom one's held by these 2 tabs. So this one right here, there's one behind. So you kind of want to like lift it so that it comes off. Now that you have your side mirror and your new indicator, what you want to do is unscrew these 2 T10 screws right there. And it's held down by these 4 tabs, which is kind of difficult to get off. So you might need like a flathead screwdriver or something. And we got it. After you get those 4 tabs out. The only thing that's holding it together now is like this wiring where it plugs into the car, and you want to like pull these apart to loosen this thing up. There you go. If you get one side, the other side is a little bit easier. Jesus. The thing with modding your car, everything takes significantly longer than you think it would. I thought this would take like 30 minutes. No, just because how difficult it was to get the glass out, because it was kind of hard to find like the tabs. It's a little bit hard to see. Yeah, but now we have this. Now we have the new indicator. Ta-da! You're probably wondering why there's 3 wires here. So this indicator in particular has like this blue light, and you can hardwire this to the side mirror so that it displays sequential like blue light. I think it operates like whenever you close and open the side mirrors, that's when it's supposed to operate. I don't have that function in the car, so we're not gonna plug it in. Maybe next time, because I don't have an extra wire that I can connect this to make it longer to connect it to the rest of the car so it'll work. So what we're gonna do, we're just kind of like tie it together here. We're just gonna use electrical tape to close this off so it doesn't like interact with anything. We're gonna feed these in through here, and then it's supposed to fit. So the thing with parts from AliExpress, they're cheap, which is great, and most of them are made specifically for your car, but the fitment isn't always the best. So this one right here, I'm trying to fit it in, right? But you see this point's a little bit too sharp, and on some areas it just doesn't really sit that great. I know it's pretty dirty. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna sand this down so that it's more rounded, and we're just gonna sand this bit right here just around the edges so that it kind of fits more snug. And that's what I had to do with the other one over there. For 20 bucks though, it's okay, but I think in the future we're gonna upgrade it to the more updated ones. So let's just sand this down. This one is I think this is a 400 grit. All right, I was able to finally get it to fit correctly. Yeah, so I sanded it down until it got more round because it was a little bit sharp back there. But yeah, the fitment's not entirely the best, but it's good enough. It's close enough. So that's how it's supposed to look from the back. The 4 tabs are in, and now I got to put in the 2 T10 screws right there sitting on the table, and then we're gonna pop it in. All right, now that you have your indicator set in stone, you want to place it right here and attach this first. Since this doesn't have like the proper weatherproofing like the OEM side indicator does, we're gonna have to wrap it around in electrical tape. You're probably wondering which way does it go. To be honest, it doesn't matter. I've tried it both ways and it didn't really make a difference. It worked, 100% worked. But just if you want to test it out, plug it in there, nice and snug. We're gonna pop it just so that it can sit. So there you go, unlock. And then just to prove it to you, we're gonna swap this. I think it fits way more snug the other way around though. So let's see there. So now it's flip-flopped. So lock and lock. So it works fine. But just because it felt more snug the other way around, I'm gonna flip it. I'm going to wrap it in electrical tape just so that there's no moisture. I mean, there's no liquid or anything that falls in there. Now we're gonna put this all back together. So that one's attached. Just make sure this doesn't get in the way of anything. So it's actually easier if you put the bottom part first. So right here, let's let this hang. So what you want to do, you want to make sure this tab is over here. There's a little groove that it fits into. This tab right here is aligned with its groove. And last but not least, there's a hole where the screw goes, and that goes in the front. So like that. That's supposed to snap into place. This one goes above, and just so that to see if it still works. Yep, so it's still in there. Make sure you align the back part first before you align the front here. So this tab goes in there. These tabs are gonna be fit are gonna fit inside too. And it's gonna snap into place. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And then just give it kind of like a wiggle to see if it's in there. That snaps in too. Get your 3 T10 screws. There we go. Perfect. Pop in place. Done. Alright guys, moment of truth. Let's see. Alright, thanks for watching this video, guys. Final test right there. Locking the car and unlocking. It looks like both sides are working. Yeah, finally our first mod on the C350, and yeah, it looks pretty good. Now that the side mirrors are all black, it looks a lot better rather than being white. This one's pretty dirty right here because this is the last one that we did. Yeah, but it looks pretty good. The LED, funny enough, is kind of crooked on this side a little bit if you look really closely at it versus this one. Yeah, that one's a little bit more straight. So our first mod from AliExpress, super cheap. It was less than 20 bucks. It was not super complicated. What might take you the longest is trying to be careful not to break the tabs and trying to get the mirror off, just because it's kind of hard to see from behind. But yeah, simple, pretty easy mod. It could have been a little bit more complicated if we installed the blue light. Yeah, looking pretty good. I like how black and sleek it looks now. Now we gotta just do the rest of the car. So these are nice, these are set. Maybe find a way to refresh this because it looks a little bit dated. But yeah, one step at a time, brick by brick. All right, thanks guys for watching, and see you next time. Peace out. Side mirror indicator that you can buy I bought these on AliExpress for like less than like 20 bucks.